Hey, hi, and hello. Welcome back. This is my second cooking video, and I'm going to be making some fried salmon and some rice and peas. Alrighty, let's get into it. This is the salmon that I use. They come individually wrapped like this, and there's about 5 in the bag. I get them from Aldi's. They're really good. And in this clip here, I'll just be washing it. I use vinegar and water, and you guys don't really need to see me wash it, so we'll get into the next clip. Alright, so now I'm gonna be seasoning it. And oh yeah, after you wash it, make sure you pat it dry a little bit because you don't want it to be wet. You're about to fry it. The oil's gonna be popping, you're gonna get burnt. Just a mess. Alright, so here I am seasoning. What I use: onion powder, cayenne pepper, lemon pepper, paprika, and no salt again, but you'll see why. Okay, so boom, slap your mama. This is the fish fry that I use whenever I'm frying fish. I just pour it on the plate like this. It's good, but it is a little salty along with the lemon pepper. That's why I don't really feel the need to use salt. And then you're just gonna pour your oil in and heat it up. Okay, so now my seasoning is all rubbed into the salmon. So now I'm going to coat it in the slap your mama. I don't know why I feel the need to say it like that, but it's just like, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So coat it and then put it in the pan to fry. I fit about 3 pieces in the pan because you don't want them to be too crowded. And then I did the other 2 afterwards. Flip the fish over halfway through. It only needs like 3 to 4 minutes, really. It doesn't take too long to fry. Just make sure it's cooked all the way through. If it was frozen, then you might need a little more, but mine was thawed out. And there we go. There's the fried fish. But wait! Thought it was over. Alright, so here I'm going to be making, I don't know if I should call it a gravy, but that's what I'm gonna call it for the sake of this video. And I'm gonna mix together a tablespoon of vinegar, some ketchup, which I eyeballed, I didn't measure, sorry. And I'm going to add a little bit of water. That's how it got to this color here in this clip. And then in the next clip, you're going to see me add some soy sauce, about a tablespoon of that also. And you just mix everything together. And we're back to the pan. So this time you're gonna add a little bit of oil, not a lot of oil, like we did when we were frying the fish. And here I have some vegetables that I had pre-cut, some onions, a whole bell pepper, and a whole carrot. So I'm going to put the onions in the pan first to saute them around a bit. Okay, the onions have been cooking for maybe like a little over a minute. So now I'm going to add in the other vegetables, which was the carrot and the bell pepper, and I'm going to let them cook down a little bit. Okay, after like maybe 2 minutes, I'll call it, then I'm going to add some seasoning. Now this, I'm not going to make it like salty or anything because I already got vinegar and ketchup and the stuff that's going to go over it. So I'm just doing like some herbs and basic spices, onion powder, black pepper, and oregano. Your girl loves some oregano leaves, okay? I'm gonna be putting it in everything basically. Give everything a little mix, a little twirl, and you're gonna let it cook for another couple of minutes. Okay, now's about the time that you're going to pour the mixture that you made over it. That's the vinegar, ketchup, soy sauce, and water. You're going to pour it in with the vegetables, and then you're going to stir everything around. And now you can lower the stove because you don't want it to burn or dry up. And then it can cook for maybe like 2 more minutes. So I think like the total of this cooking is maybe like 6 to 8 minutes, like no more than 10 minutes. Okay, back to the fish. Now you're going to take the vegetables that you just made and you're just going to pour it over top of the fried salmon. Now you see it's not really like liquid. That's why I said I don't want to call it a gravy, but it just goes over the fried fish and it makes it taste good. And there it is right there. Now you want to cover it with a piece of aluminum foil and set it aside. Let it steam for a little bit. Jumping right into the rice and peas, we got the red kidney beans, the coconut milk, and my rice, 3 cups, which I already washed off camera. Now, don't judge the rice cooker. Every time I try to cook rice and peas on the stove, I put too much liquid and it's just too mushy. So I'm trying it in here for the first time because it tells you the measurements inside of the rice cooker. So you want to put your rice and then put your coconut milk in first before the water. And the coconut milk basically already reached the measurement. So I only needed like a little bit of water, which I'm going to add in. Oh yeah, also when you make rice and peas, you can add a Scotch bonnet pepper in there. That's what you usually do, but I don't know, it just slipped my mind. I forgot the Scotch bonnet pepper, so yeah, mine doesn't have it. It was still good though. All right, and finally you want to add the beans on the top. You don't want to put it in before the liquid because then it will throw off the judgment of the liquid and it might end up being watery, like cooking on the stove, and then what would be the point of using the rice cooker? Okay, so once the rice cooker has been on for a few minutes and it's boiling up, I add in my chicken flavor season cube. Remember to stir around the flavor cube until it dissolves, or else there will just be a chunk of salt in your rice and it won't taste good. And voila, there goes the finished product. Came out really good. Very good. Muy bonito. Good. One day I'll be able to master the rice and peas on the stovetop, but for now, the rice cooker has a friend in me, let me tell you. Here's the finished plate, the grand finale. I cut up some cucumbers to go alongside with it because that's usually what we have with a Sunday dinner like this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to give this recipe a try. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.